Hello, I'm Schelling, and I'm an elder at New Hope Presbyterian Church. And welcome to another episode of Thoughts on Spirituality. With me tonight is Pastor Peg Ferguson. And today's context of the reading is it's after Easter, and Jesus has been resurrected. And he's going to speak to his disciples. So our reading today is from 1 Peter chapter 5, verses 7 through 11. Hear the word of the Lord. Leave all your worries with him, because he cares for you. Be alert, be on watch. Your enemy, the devil, roams around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Be firm in your faith and resist him, because you know that your fellow believers in all the world are going through the same kind of sufferings. But after you have suffered for a little while, the God of grace, who calls you to share his eternal glory and union with Christ, will himself perfect you and give you firmness, strength, and a sure foundation. To him be the power forever. Amen. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God. You know, most of us don't realize that the Holy Scriptures of the New Testament were written after Jesus was raised from the dead and visited with his disciples for a few weeks before he returned to God. Wanting to be comforted by him is very, very human. And his first disciples were so grateful to see that God had given him life again. But sometimes they didn't know how to deal with that information. And contemporary Christians today know that same kind of frustration. There's so many things we want to understand, and there is not an easy answer book. But they knew that if they stuck together, they could help each other cope. And they did. And they knew that God's power to breathe new life into those who have died, that power is still available. And for those of us who are struggling to be faithful disciples of the risen Christ, need to remember that God wants to comfort us, strengthen us, lead us, help us to understand. God does not expect us to be brilliant and have all the answers. We need to trust that when we ask for understanding, the Lord will hear us, know the sincerity of our asking, and provide what we need.
Amen.
Thanks be to the God who made us, who saved us, who matures us in faith